Good afternoon, Eve Preste here from Prestege Wellness. I want to introduce two beautiful ladies here in the Wellness Center here in downtown, beautiful, sunny Fort Lauderdale, where it's always sunny and bright. My name is Eve Preste, hypnotherapist, Reiki master, transformational life coach, and EFT practitioner. And to my right is Dominique here.
Hi, I'm Dominique Natalie, entrepreneur, philanthropist, writer, and over here.
Hi, I'm Nicole Andrews, registered dietitian, functional nutrition therapist, genetic wellness expert, and yoga therapist with eternitywarrior.com.
So, Eve,
Awesome.
What is hypnosis? Well, how does it reinforce the subconscious mind?
Hypnosis overrides the critical conscious part of the brain, that default part that is always thinking is conscious. And it goes into the subconscious that recesses the mind, and it implements positive, life-changing things and aspects and emotions and feelings and empowerment. It reinforces that side of the brain, the right hemisphere. A lot of research shows that hypnosis can help you overcome fears, phobias, nail biting, just addictions, even alcohol and drugs.
And you conquered all of that, Eve, with just hypnosis? Wow.
I think there's a lot of misconceptions because I feel like a lot of
Yes.
people, when I talk hypnosis or I say something about hypnosis, people say, well, I don't want somebody controlling my mind because, what if I lose control
Or brainwashed.
or get
Yes.
brainwashed because what if I go into a deep sleep and they tell me
Or I
things
can't
don't
wake
wanna
up from my
hear?
deep sleep. What if I can never wake up?
So I
Yes.
think there's a lot of
Yeah.
misconceptions about what really happens in like a session.
Yes. So tell us, Eve, what it really is hypnosis.
During the session, blocks in the energy field, because we have a beautiful invisible field of energy, and in the mind we have things that are they're stored. Like, think of your brain as a central processing unit of a computer where all the information is stored, right? If the subconscious is things that you do without thinking, maybe you meet someone, you don't really feel their energy, you don't really, there's something about them, or certain habits that you don't know where they came from,
Certain
right?
people you just don't vibe with.
Yes, there's
You
certain
get it.
habits that
That's
you have.
the
You're like,
energy.
why am I doing this? Well, it's something probably from the past that you remember that stays in the subconscious mind.
Trauma.
Yes,
Definitely
trapped trauma. That is
Yes.
so true.
I agree.
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
during a session, do you take somebody through, like, it's an hour long? How long is usually
Well,
a
what
session?
happens first is they come into my office here at Prestege Wellness, and they sit in my office, and I get to feel the energy. They get to tell me about certain things, aspects of their life, like the pain or their childhood.
What they're going through.
I have to feel the energy, feel what they're going to. In order to do a great job with hypnosis, I have to do the intake to see if they're on any medications.
Sure, same with nutrition.
Right,
Yeah.
yes. You have to see if they have any siblings, if they're married. What does their family life look like? I mean, you have to really start building that foundation and seeing what their belief system is, and whether they believe in God or a higher power. Every session is individually tailored to each and every person, to
That's
their
nice.
needs.
So you
Yes.
don't say God if their belief isn't in God. So it doesn't
Right,
resonate.
yes.
So you have to find that's very tailored. I didn't know that.
Yes,
That's
individual. Yes, to each person. Everyone has different thoughts and feelings and emotions. Let's say someone comes in, for example, and they have this sugar craving, right?
I do.
I can't stop eating chocolate.
You'll get your session after that.
Thank you guys.
Because chocolate makes me feel like I'm in love, right? Because there's an emotion associated with chocolate, maybe from balance.
Serotonin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it releases a chemical, the serotonin levels in the brain.
Dopamine,
Yes.
yum,
Yeah,
feel good
dopamine
food.
levels. Yes.
Sure.
Of being comfort. It's comfort food, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I agree.
So let's say a nice young lady comes to you, for example, like Dominique. And she goes, Eve, I'm gaining a lot of weight. I want to stop eating chocolate, and I'm just consuming it. I'm consumed by the thought. I'm thinking about chocolate 24/7. So I put them in the deep state of mind. When I put them on after the intake, after we talk for a while, I make them feel comfortable, and I start with a deep breathing, deep from the diaphragm in, holding that, and then releasing. And the mind gets more and more calm. They open their eyes, and I have them shut them again. I start counting backwards, usually 8 or 10, backwards and backwards, till they gradually feel so relaxed that they actually fall asleep. And during this state of mind, I implant positive suggestions like, you will not eat that chocolate, you will not open the refrigerator, you will not be compelled to eat that chocolate, because why? You don't want to get diabetes, right? So you want a healthy body, and your body is your sacred temple, right? It's something that you honor and you worship. You don't
So
want
it's
to
like
have
a subliminal,
Yes.
like a programming, so that you're filling them up with something that's positive versus where the mind wants to go when they're awake is to the negative.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
and then when they wake up, they feel more positive.
Yes.
It's called rewiring the synapses, the neurons of the
Yes.
brain.
So it's a meditation, a mantra.
Yes, it's the neurons, because we have so many neurons, and if we can, hypnosis, it's been proven, and it's been studied and researched that the brain can actually be rewired.
Yes.
I have had so many clients that have been doing this for 10 years. I see them a year later, like, they don't even talk the same. They don't even look the same. They're talking about helping and being of service. And I have a couple young ladies have gotten to the line of work that I do, because it's when you help others.
Can we
You're
give her a
helping.
moment of applause?
Yeah.
Just thank you for 10 years of your service.
Yes.
Because I've seen a lot of the work that you've done, and I've seen the people you've changed, and my God, it's such an honor just to be around you and your energy, because what you're doing is you're changing the mindset of people.
Empowering them.
Empowering them.
Yes.
You're enlightening them. You're
Yeah.
filling them
Yes.
and giving them a hope in a different direction, a whole new mindset,
Yes.
a whole new perspective.
Right,
And
every
it's
thought changes.
so good.
Like every thought we
Yes.
think, every word we say, it creates like a blueprint of our reality.
100%.
Yeah. So
You
it's
can
like
change
that.
the DNA and the chemistry of the blood, too,
Yes.
through your
Right.
thoughts and your health.
And
Yes.
and then it just kind of
Yes.
like when you reformulate, because if you keep thinking, and I know we get this probably generational, you hear like, oh, we tend to repeat what our grandparents said or whoever we were around the
Yes.
most growing up.
Going to break
It's
those family
programmed.
patterns. Yes.
true.
And it's
Reprogram
not
the mind.
necessarily like the person could be the most
Yes.
positive person, but then have that voice in the back of their head that's that self-doubting, that you can put the kibosh on.
Absolutely. That's
there's a
ancestral
more
baggage,
technical
right?
term.
From our ancestors, our great-grandparents. That we
Yeah.
carry like baggage, right?
And
It's carrying the suitcase.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
I'm
a lot
so
of
glad
heaviness.
you mentioned
Yes.
that, because actually I just learned something new in my college studies about epigenetics. And
Yes.
epigenetics is basically changing the heredity and environment of people.
And how the
and
genes express themselves and based
It's-
on the environment that which we live.
it's amazing. The
Yes.
study is real. It's
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 real.
so
And
real
so many
that-
things we can affect that with lifestyle changes, with supplement. But everyone has their risk factor.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then that's one of the great things too. I provide a genetic wellness consult, and we look at it's 23andMe or Health and
Yes.
Ancestry. But I take that data because that really didn't give me anything. But I take the raw data, upload it to my program. I can find so many different things that affect our health and wellness, and it's a lifetime report. And you
Yes.
could take that to whatever wellness practitioner you're using, or however you want to utilize it, but it's lifelong recommendations, whether you're at risk for needing more antioxidants because
True.
you'll age faster if you don't know this, or whether you're at risk for having estrogen related cancers.
And where do we find this? Where do we
So
find
this is on eternitywarrior.com under specialty tests.
Yes.
Awesome.
So
That's
we definitely will
amazing.
put up the information at the end
Yes.
of
Do
this
that.
show, because honestly,
And you could-
epigenetics
we'll
is
put like
huge.
a coupon
It's
code
so
in for
big.
you.
It's huge on the subconscious mind. And Eve, the subconscious mind, how do you take care of everyone's subconscious mind when they come to your office?
I let them know that the mind is connected to every cell in your body, right? So if you're not in a positive mode, what are you going to do? You're going to manifest. It's all about frequency and vibration.
Yes.
What you speak, always speak of words of praise of your life and the lives
Yes.
of others. Always speak positive. Write down positive things, mantras. Always keep a positive, because you're going to manifest whatever you put out there into the universe. It's going to come back to you. So the mind is connected to each and every cell. You can change the chemistry of your blood through your thoughts.
Yes.
You can reverse You can slow down the aging
That's
process.
what I was going to say. Do you ever notice
Yes.
somebody that's very angry all the time?
They look
and
older.
They look older
Yes.
and they feel older and their
Yes.
energies. But they've done that study on the plants, whether the one plant has been yelled at or talked down to, and the other plant has been spoken
Dr.
to
Emoto with the water,
softly,
the changing of the
and
water.
The changing of the water. So we know energy is so powerful because it's been so evident, even though so many people like to poo-poo it or woo-woo it or whatever they want to do with it. It's real.
Yeah,
and we
it's so
can't get
real.
away from
That
it.
water one was really incredible.
I love that one.
Oh
It's one of my
gosh.
favorites. It's true.
It's one
Yes.
group of study where what the water turned into crystals by speaking life to this water, and then the other one was another test subject full of negative spoken words, and then the water turned into mold. It was such a
there was like some
The plants feel it.
Very.
Everyone comes to
And
my house and
everyone
say,
was crystals.
"Why are your plants so beautiful and they're growing?" And I send my plants love. And I put crystals in my plants, like little crystals.
She dresses in a fairy outfit and sings to them at night.
It's all about the crystals, It's all about the vibration and the frequency. It's all
love
about the love and light. I love
And
you,
I no
ladies.
wonder.
Love, love, love. We're here to love.
I
Be
love
one.
it.
Yes,
I
yes.
love it. I mean, no wonder they're
We
so
can't
cute.
love enough,
Come
right?
sing
We
to
can
my
always love
plants.
more. You talk to
They don't
the
look so
plants.
good.
They're like,
True.
they're like your
It is
pet
true.
plants.
Right. But like, I mean, I think that's just it. Like, cause we catch ourselves in that negative state. Like, I'm worried, and then like I like that thought, that stop sign. I'm wearing red too. It's reminding me of like thought stop.
Hit the delete button.
Like,
delete,
okay,
delete, delete.
I'm worried,
Yes.
I'm concerned.
Yes.
You can find yourself going down this like rabbit hole sometimes,
Spiral
especially
downwards,
when
yes.
things are feeling not safe or
Yes.
not like they're going your way. But we can easily put the stop sign up
Squash to it, yes.
and say, instead of I'm worried, I'm concerned, but I know everything's going to be working
Absolutely.
out in the end and for the best, and like constantly rewiring those pathways
is.
because that is that constant repetition that will create those pathways.
The
eventually.
neuroplasticity of the brain becomes more enforced by changing your thoughts, changing your words. That neuroplasticity of the
effort.
brain, it does change. It does. The synapses go in a different direction, in the positive direction. It rewires the synapses. It is so true. It's so powerful. You can change your habits at any time.
Yes.
You don't have to live in that doldrum or that fear or that anger. That can all be released through the power, through hypnosis of the subconscious mind. You are your thoughts. So
Right.
choose your words and your thoughts wisely.
I agree.
Yes.
And I thank God for Eve because Eve will actually help you in this new transformation of your own life. She will help you take the conscious steps to start realizing these negative habits and then building it with your subconscious mind through
And
hypnosis.
that's so
And
powerful.
if you want to pull up in the screen, I have a diagram or an outline of about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind, it is said that we only use 10% of our brain. That's a saying, and that's willpower, short-term memory, logical thinking, critical thinking.
That's a waking alpha state, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the subconscious mind, you wouldn't believe it, but it's 90%. It's beliefs, emotions, habits, values, protective reactions, long-term memory, imagination, intuition. And that's a journey in itself.
Yeah.
I think
And
that's an environment.
It is.
That's a study habit. That's a practice, a mantra, a meditation. Like
And
you
this is
said.
interesting too
Yes,
because
yes.
I have like heard that the more we try to control our conscious mind with overthinking things and
The conscious
being
critical part of the mind, we can
intellectual,
override that.
Peer
Yes,
up
yes.
is that the less the subconscious mind works for us.
And also, the
Yeah.
automatic default of the brain is to go into negative. But if we can retrain, like we retrain and we work out to
Right.
make our body stronger, we forget
Yep.
that the mind is hidden, but the brain needs to be retrained to
Yes.
positive and more powerful. The stronger your
Yes.
mindset is, the more powerful you become, the more successful you are with each and every endeavor in your life. It is
Yes.
so true.
I had an ophthalmologist one time. He was like a functional ophthalmologist, and he trained all these baseball teams to follow the ball faster. And he didn't use glasses, but what he did was with these training programs, he trained the eyes to follow this computer program so that the ocular muscles were stronger.
Oh, yes.
And
I
it's just
started
like when
OT
you said,
therapy.
it's just like a muscle. It's like, yes,
EMDR,
so that their reaction time is faster, they can hit the ball harder, and they're more on point. And it seems like it's similar, right?
Absolutely
like it's like you're training your
true.
mind, not your
Yes.
eyes, but it's still very similar in terms of the dedication. What would you say like somebody has to commit every day to to this type of consciousness, or even if they're trying to change a habit, how many sessions of hypnotherapy does it take?
First is it's all individuals. I've had people come to me for 4 or 5 years, forever, they still want to see me because they just love the way, it's like a mental, they say when they leave, like, I'm floating. I feel my whole body's tingling. It's a mental massage. We get a body massage. What about the mind? It's a mental massage. And
while you're sleeping.
And also it's taking
Sleeping.
an ant, right? An automated negative thought. It's crushing the ants and destroying them, and catching yourself when you're having an automatic negative thought, and taking that and putting a different spin on that thought to a positive
It's
mode.
not about going to sleep, it's about waking up.
And being grateful each and every second of your life, every moment. There's so much here in this world to be grateful for.
Yes.
Really, when you live in a state of gratitude, what does it do? It raises your vibrational frequency to love and light. So you're just
and I
empowering.
think that's the easiest way to thought stop is for me, as in terms of like all the trauma I've been going through lately in my own life with divorce and death and all the stuff that you can imagine. The thoughts to switch to gratitude has been the easiest pivot. It's been the easiest way to pivot instead of the opposite. It's just like, let me wake up today and think about how beautiful it is outside.
Yes.
Maybe I can go for a bike ride, or maybe I can go for a walk on the beach. Or
But sometimes we all need help,
Yeah.
To see the divine in everything, right?
we
To
need
to
help.
see that.
We all need help.
That's why
Yes, we all do.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes,
That's why
everyone
we're
has
here.
their moments,
That
yes.
is, I mean, if I didn't go to therapy, I probably would not know how to transition that thought and transition the subconscious mind and actually make it work for my life. I think I was at therapy probably 6-7 years. I've constant therapy, like in different time zones of my life, and I realized that with every therapy, every moment, every endeavor, every inspiration, every person, it really developed me to really be very conscious about this subconscious mind training. It's a daily practice.
It's a daily
It's morning,
Absolutely.
it's night, it's evening, it's afternoon.
Going back to that nighttime ritual, like, I mean, for me, I feel like I get my meditation in the morning. That's where it works best for me, but also to go to sleep. And everybody has different forms of meditation. Like there's TN, there's hypnosis, but I mean, I feel like the power of taking the time out, and I think that it is so vital to be able to change
Self-love,
those pathways.
Self-care.
Because how do you know, what's a good way, Eve, to know that you're blocked in a negative way, that you might need help in this area?
So many ways of thinking or knowing that you're blocked is the stomach, right? When your stomach is aching, you're hurting, you got headaches. That's an energy block. Things that are just, you feel uncomfortable. You're afraid,
in your skin.
Yes, you just don't feel at ease around certain situations.
Social anxiety.
Social anxiety, public speaking, fears and phobias that arise out of nowhere.
Wow.
Bugs or
So many great
spiders.
things.
So
I've
many
helped
things.
with
I think we need it
so
for
many different
every-
things. Elevators.
Yeah.
I mean, I've helped police people with shootings and.
You can help my son with the
Yes.
elevator thing.
Yeah.
I'm seriously climbing those
You
stairs.
can use hypnosis for everything and anything.
I mean, I get my exercise in already, but
Fear of doing the housework, yeah. No, but you can feel uncomfortable. That's when you know you've got an energy block, or there's something
a good
preventing
thing
you
to
from
know.
going to the next level, right?
Yes.
The words, I can't be successful. I can't. Well, what we're going
Why
to do
you
is
change that?
implement that to I am.
Yes.
I'm doing this now. I'm succeeding.
I'm
when
ready.
you already say
I'm
I'm
equipped.
successful, I'm already just evolving. I'm a spiritual being of love and light. I'm a soul. Well,
I agree.
you're just empowering yourself, and those
Yes.
energy blocks, those walls, especially, there's a wall sometimes with hurt and past
Yes.
heartaches and relationships and whatever, divorces. Some people are, family problems. There's a big wall that is just built around the heart. And I'm there to break down those walls because love emanates. Love is the most powerful tool that we have.
Yes.
And when you break down
Love
those
heals
walls
all.
and those barriers, miracles happen.
Yes.
I believe
Life
it.
changes. And
I
we're
do.
here to create
Yes.
miracles, right? We're
Yes.
here
Right.
for greatness and goodness in this life, not to be just mediocre and to just status quo and to just, I'm going to accept it. No, we're not here for that.
Oh, wow,
We're here for
Eve.
more and more and more.
And did you
Yes.
know I have a non-for-profit named Faith and Miracles, BFUP?
Ooh,
So that's all
I
I
like
am
it.
trying
Faith
to
and miracles.
Wow, I
accomplish.
love that.
We need
Really?
that today.
Yay!
Transform-
That's for Dominique. Yes.
We need that.
Well, actually, it's my daughter who actually started this not-for-profit. If it wasn't for her,
How
we
sweet
wouldn't.
is that?
We wouldn't be able to accomplish what we have accomplished, but we end up
Amazing.
giving a boy a wheelchair accessible van purely by using
Donations?
that subconscious mind and that conscious mind just to manifest over and over and over and over again
So
that it's gonna
good.
happen.
It's gonna happen.
And I thought I was
And it
powerful for
happened.
getting into the New Year's Eve party that was $400. I'm like, I should do it for good actually next time. But I said, I'm getting into this party. And he's like, no, we didn't get the $400 ticket. I said,
No,
we're
we're getting
staying
it.
at this hotel. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And there's not a thought in my head. No, I can't believe, did you show him your, and I know, I just thought it was going in. We're going in.
Yes, and
And
the
the whole
mindset.
thing is your mindset and is where you have doubts and where you have blocks. Because
Shadows, yeah, mind shadows, yeah.
or are you trying too hard to get somewhere and it's not working? Well, I wonder why, and there's a reason for that.
It's all about the flow of energy, right? It's got to flow evenly and distribute, and it's got to be balanced. It's all about balance, holistic approach, balance, harmony, keeping it simple.
Sometimes we take a
simplifying
step
your life.
back
Yes.
and see why isn't this
Reassessing.
working, or what could be working better. And that I think gives you the clarity because you're really
Yes.
not going to sleep. You're waking up.
Also for your health, like smoking cigarettes. I've had so many clients, some for smoking 50 years, one session, no more cigarettes.
Wow, that's amazing.
I mean,
One
that's-
session.
Yes,
That's
one
amazing.
session, 50
That's
years.
incredible.
All you smokers.
I know. I was one of them. Now I don't have a choice. Health is very big on my time management and my subconscious mind, and now I'm living proof that you can stop smoking. It's possible. You
Yeah.
can do it too.
And
Absolutely.
and we could be engrossed in an activity, I feel like cooking or yoga, and be in that meditative state of mind where we're almost a hypnotic state of mind, right?
Yes,
Where
going through the motions, yeah.
going through and we're in it. It's almost like that flow.
Yes.
I love that, and it's always in a healthy behavior, a self-care way where you get that benefit. It's not like you're smoking and you get that benefit. You won't get that benefit from that. You will get it like anything that's engrossed in your mind and your body are moving in the healthy direction.
Connecting
Yes,
to the
and you
light,
won't
yeah.
know this unless you're immersed in so many different perspectives. I don't think I would be the person I am or develop the way I am if I wasn't immersing myself and immersing my subconscious mind. 90% of my time was into Melrose and Tony Robinson and my church and people and
These Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins, yes.
Tony Robinson. But that's Mr. Robinson.
Yes.
I think Mr. Robinson.
Yes, you're correct. You're right.
Absolutely.
We like
yes.
him too.
Yes, we all love you.
Mr. Robinson.
We
yes.
love you.
We love you, Tony
All right.
Robbins.
We love you.
Well, everyone, this is what hypnosis does. If you want to visit us at prwell.com, come to our center, give me a call, check out our website, and really, we'd love to see you.
Thank
you so much. Be blessed.
Have a
and be
great
loved.
day, you guys.
Thanks for joining in, you guys.
Thank you.